4 majors in a lifetime is incredible. 4 majors in 23 months, though, is straight stupid. Freaking ridiculous. 4 majors in your last 8 starts is mind-blowing. And yet, for some reason, the guy who did that, Brooks Koepka, is not getting a ton of love, not getting a ton of run, not getting a ton of credit. And when he started to bleed out on the back and Dustin Johnson started to make his move, the drunks, gallery at Bethpage could not wait to pile on Koepka and to jock DJ. And what I want to know is, why is that? Why is that? Is it because everybody loves a train wreck and Koepka looked like he was going to pull off one of the biggest tank jobs ever? Or is it because these same people were never with him in the first place? Which brings me back to that question. How the hell does a guy with 4 majors in his last 8 starts not get more love, not get more run than he's currently getting? How are people not losing their collective bleep over it the way they did when the big cat was tearing it up? Is it because Koepka is doing the thing that Tiger did when he was the most famous athlete ever? Why is it that he gets no run, but everybody loved Tiger when he did it? I'm still trying to figure out why that is. Is it because maybe he shredded the course the first few days? Because he shot 63-65 and absolutely dominated your idol, the cat? See, is that what this is about? Is that why you're pissed? Because of that absolute ass-kicking that he put on Woods? Because he personally packed up El Gato's weekend mock turtlenecks and sent him back to the yacht early on Friday? Is that why you're pissed? Is that why you don't care? Or is it because Brooks and Tiger walked and played beside each other for 36 holes this week and he smoked the cat by 17 strokes? 17 strokes. I mean, there are ass kickings, and then there are curb stompings, and then there's a nationally televised curb stomping. Again, is that why you're pissed? I'm talking about alleged golf fans, right? You know, the ones who saw Koepka smoke the field the first couple of days and then just cried about how stupid his hat looked. I mean, like, you're bent that this guy was that dominant. You're bent that this guy was that boring. Right. All right. I'll follow that argument. I'll go with that logic. It's boring. Yeah, except it was a few weeks back that grown men were sobbing and embarrassing themselves when Tiger won at Augusta. Then Koepka goes out and he out-Tigers Tiger, and a lot of you are like, boring. What a stupid hat, yo. Yeah, so in other words, it's great when Woods is doing it to somebody else, but when it happens to your guy, then the guy doing the curb stomping wears a stupid hat. Again, let me tell you about this guy. When he showed the first sign of weakness on the back nine and it started to get away from him, the fans went in. They started to openly root against him. When he was on that run of 4 straight bogeys, fans were shouting choke at him. They were chanting Dustin Johnson's name. They reportedly were screaming vulgarities at Koepka's girlfriend. Koepka, though, tough as hell, took all of it in stride. This guy's tough, man. Really tough. So he rolled with it. He got it. Although his playing partner, Harold Varner III, was not nearly as impressed by the galleries. He said, quote, "It's a pretty crazy day. I thought it was pretty weird how they were telling Brooks to choke. That's not my cup of tea. I was pulling for him after that. I have a few choice words for that." End quote. Either way, it appeared that we were on the precipice of an all-time choke job, and not just for that sport, but for any sport. And it involved the last guy that you would expect to see right in the middle of that. I mean, damn, could it really happen? Is this machine, this golfing Terminator, actually going to break down on the big stage? Because we have seen that movie before. The leader on the back nine on Sunday makes a bad shot. Then it's 2. All of a sudden, he's taking on water, and then he drowns. We've seen that before. It looked like that might happen again, but not with Koepka. Even with the gallery screaming at him, he turned it around. In fact, the gallery did not rattle this guy. It reset him. It didn't break him. It gave him the jolt that he needed. Quote, I'll tell you what, the hour spent from number 11 to 14 was interesting. When they started chanting DJ on 14, it actually kind of helped. To be honest with you, I think it helped me kind of refocus and hit a good one down 15. End quote. I can see that. It looked as if this guy was going to pull off a choke for the ages, but then he did what legends do. He dug deep. He found a way. This is why he has 4 trophies. Golf is hard. Major golf is tough. Brooks Koepka is even tougher. And it showed when Dustin Johnson, one of the best golfers on the planet, had a look and he couldn't finish again. At this point, I could say it's pretty easy to bash Johnson. I will again. That dude's got way too much game and stick to be sitting on just one major. But there is a reason why he's got 1, and Brooks now has 4. But keep in mind, DJ did enter the weekend as the top-ranked golfer in the world. And when he made that run, he had every drunk behind the ropes chanting his name. Yet he was the one that flinched, not Koepka. Because that's what the pressure of a major does to people. Johnson knows that better than anybody else. But it didn't take Koepka down. He likes fuel. Doesn't mean Gowie should be giving it to him. And I'm not going to say who to root for or how to root, but you got to give this guy's respect. He's earned your respect. And it really is kind of insane to me. Like, if you're going to kill somebody like James Harden for not winning a ring, then you better be naming your kids after Brooks Koepka for winning 4. In 2 years, to put this in perspective, in case you still want to argue this point, in 2 years, he went from being tied with you and me on the all-time major winners list at 0 to blowing right by Jordan Spieth, Vijay Singh, and Ernie Els, and now he's only 1 back of Phil Mickelson. Phil freaking Mickelson, a guy who's had one of the all-time great careers in golf, and Koepka just pulled behind him on the winners list. Curtis Strange, Ben Crenshaw, really good golfers. Koepka has doubled them up. Tommy Fleetwood, really good golfer right now. He's already looking at Koepka as a role model. Quote, Brooks gives us something to aim for in a good way. It'll pull us all up to be better. Definitely for me to have a guy like Brooks to look at, to want to know what he's doing that's better than me. It's only going to help. It's only going to help my career to have that to aspire to. It's a good thing at the moment, I think. End quote. And one last thing about Koepka, a really important thing. I think a lot of you also don't like this guy because it feels like maybe he doesn't have a passion for it. Maybe it's just too easy for him. It's not like that at all. At all. In fact, it's just the opposite. This was not preordained. This guy was not a huge star in college. This guy had to work his way to the tour. And now when he wins, people find a reason not to like it. Again, what part of that tournament do you want to hold against him? Was he too dominant early on? Or are you going to try to complain that he didn't finish it in the end the way he should have? Or is it because he plays his cards close to his vest? Like the same exact thing your idol, the cat, always did? Besides, what are you looking for? Are you looking for a great golfer, or are you looking for a friend? Koepka's job is to be a golfer. He's damn good at that job. He's already one of the best ever at that job. It's time for you to admit it. And put some respect on this guy. He earned it.